What is up, everyone? My name is Mr. J, and today I am bringing you a very special Digi match. We are watching Agumon, Bond of Courage versus Gabumon, Bond of Friendship. So I go ahead and start things off in Agumon in the raising, and I do play the Agumon that lets me search for a Greymon, so I can add the Greymon that gets that security attack +1. Yes, there's a nice tech I like to play, even though people will not agree, but I like the, I really like that Greymon. So I put him at 3, of course. He's gonna play Met, and he's gonna play. He's gonna Digivolve in Gabumon in the raising area. So Sergio's actually our friendly Diaboromon player on the channel, but he recently purchased the Gabumon deck from me, and he has a lot to learn. He was winning matches this night when we were playing against our friends, but he started talking shit, so I just had to humble him a bit, you know. So we decided to play meta versus meta. So I'm gonna go ahead, Digivolve into the Greymon, swing for 2 checks at 8k. And since I made the deck, you know, I sold it to him, I know half of his cards in his deck are security cards. So hitting to security is always gonna be, there's always a good chance, about 50% chance that I'll hit something that he'll get value off of. So I do hit a Davis there, which sucks because now I set him to 3. And I just passed the turn because since the Davis came out, I'm afraid that he'll go into the Bond of Friendship early. He does have a habit of doing that, even though usually you're supposed to wait until the kill turn to go into the Bond. But I would lose so much value here, so I'm not going to risk it playing another Digimon, even though I should have swung with the Agumon. So he raises his Gabumon. And he's gonna go in. He's gonna swing at security. It's a Corgermon, so Gabumon dies. Swings with a Gabumon. And here's why I should have swung with the Agumon. He wouldn't have gotten the draw. But he does hit the Tai Kamiya in security, which is good for me. So my second check was a Davis, and his second check was a Tai. That's really nice. And he just plays the Drawbumon. Now he's at 1. And this was a very quick game. He's going to go to Grizzlymon to put me in 1. This was a very quick game. We noticed that obviously these are 2 rush decks. And this was under 30 minutes in total. So I'm going to go ahead, swing in security again. 2 checks, 8k with the Greymon. That again, I searched off the Agumon. So hits a Lobomon in security and hits the Corgermon. So the Corgermon's going to come out. He's gonna fix that. He put it in the trash, but I just let him know, hey, Corgermon, he gets to play himself free, and then you draw 2 cards. Pretty good. So far he's had a Davis in security and a Corgermon in security. It's pretty broken. See, now that he has a blocker on board, I can't really swing with the Agumon. So here I'm thinking. I'm sure he's going to go into the Bond next turn. Because if he doesn't, I'm definitely winning. So I just go into Aldemon to pass turn. And here it goes. So this is definitely his last turn if he does not do anything. He would have to hope that I don't have the Tai. Or I mean that I don't have the Bond of Courage in my hand. So he hatches Zupa, goes into the Gabumon, which is the one he wants to see on board. He's going to Hammer Spark to go to 4. And right now, I honestly don't know why he Hammer Sparked there. But again, this was his first night playing with the Gabumon deck. So I'm sure he'll get better at using his memory. So he's gonna swing with the Corgermon. Unlucky for him, he hits the Marcus Damon in security. So now I definitely go to 3 next turn, and yeah, he has to worry about that. But I'm sure he was sweating. He was sweating because this took a while. This turn took a while. He pretty much has to go for game here. And he's thinking about it. He really wants to swing with the Grizzlymon, but he just can't because he will lose the 2 memory. And honestly, I just think he doesn't have the bond in hand, or else he would have went into the bond. So it's Holly Memory Boost to take off 2 from my Aldemon, and now the Agumon cannot attack next turn, and he just goes into a second blocker to pass turn. I'm gonna go ahead, draw my card for turn, raise my Agumon, the tie skill, gain a memory, draw a card, restand the Aldemon, and I'm just gonna go in. So go into the Courage, or in English, Bravery. Swing at security, blow up one of his blockers, and then his effect will blow up or trash the top card of his security. So blow up that blocker. He's just asking if he can block before that happens. I'm like, no, my effects resolve first. So trash. And that was a blue memory boost. And he can block with the other blocker, but it doesn't matter because the Aldemon can still swing for game. And so that's game 1. Again, really quick match, and I'm just showing them that if I did have enough memory, I could have gone an extra attack that turn with the Agumon. So moving on to game 2. He's gonna make me go first this time. And if I remember correctly, I did brick this game, unfortunately. But yeah, you know, Sergio was talking mad shit right before this match because I was playing Imperial Dramon and I lost to a purple deck, Eric's purple deck, to fucking Deathclaw. But yeah, I have to humble him a bit, okay? So game 1, I take the win. I'm gonna hard play the Agumon to put him at 5. And that sucks, but I just did that because I most likely have the Aldemon in my hand. So he's gonna play the Matt for 3. And it looks like he's missing the rookie. So he's gonna Hammer Spark, go to 3, and then play the Davis. Now see, here's where most blue players in general, you know, if you have a Hammer Spark, unless it's absolutely necessary, you never use it at the beginning. You always save it at the end, especially with the Gabumon Bond of Friendship, because you want as many Hammer Sparks in hand so that you can Lobo on the kill turn. So he's gonna Hammer Spark, play Davis to put me at 1. I finally draw my rookie, so Agumon in the raising. And here I'm just thinking, I'm pretty sure Agumon was my only champion in hand. So I'm gonna go ahead and Digivolve up to Aldemon. Some people will disagree with the Aldemon, but for me, it's just like having a second Greymon, the Sec +1 Greymon. So since he has the hybrid under him, he'll swing at security for 11, and then it's always going to be security attack +1, so 2 checks. And if he has the other inheritable sources like the Agumon or the Demi-Meramon, he could potentially swing at security for about, what is that? 13, 14k. So he plays the Cordramon, draws 2 to pass turn. And here I'm just thinking, right, he has the Davis, he has the Matt, and he has the Gabumon in raising, and he has a tendency to bond early. So I'm just going to leave the Agumon in raising, swing at security. It checks the Cordramon. Again, I have to tell him that it plays, and you draw 2 cards. And I'm going to swing again. It's a Hammer Spark. So back to back, his first 2 security were 2 bombs, the Cordramon and the Hammer Spark. It's really nutty. So I'm going to play Tai Kamiya just to pass turn. So next turn, at least I get the draw, and at least I get the memory. So he's gonna promote his Gabumon, go gain a memory and draw a card. He's going to swing at security with the Cordramon, swing again with the Cordramon, and I'm just letting him know that Cordramon does die because he checked in Aldemon in security. Second check is a Flamemon, and honestly, I was really mad. I was like, dude, where the hell are the Atomic Blasters? I play 4 of them. He has not checked a Gaia Force, and he has not checked. Oh wait, so he bonds early. He trashes Bond of Friendship and a Rattlestar. First check is a bond of Bravery, but since he has the Gabumon and Demi Vmon that gives him an extra 1,000, he did have more than 8 cards in his hand. It's safe. It's at 16,000 right now, so he's gonna swing again. This bond only gets 2 checks, and then just checking, just making sure that the Agumon goes to the bottom of the deck with the effect. But Jesus, one of our friends, was letting us know that, yeah, if you misplay with, especially with playing meta decks, it really can hurt you. So he's going to Hammer Spark, go to 3. He's going to Digivolve into Lobomon to put him at 1, which is kind of confusing, right? Like, why would you double Hammer Spark unless you had another way to go for game? So he hits into Geogreymon, which pretty much spells his defeat now, because even if I don't have the bond, he would need a blocker. Or hope to have the last Hammer Spark in security. So he put himself in a very tough position because, you know, the people in the group were telling him, all you have to do is put the red player to 1, right? That's all you have to do. That way I can go into my bond. But he's going to play the Gabumon, draw a card to put me at 2, which again is what he should have done instead of Hammer Sparking. So that unnecessary attack just gave me another attacker, the Geogreymon. I'm going to go ahead, draw, go into the bond, blow away his security. I'm going to delete the Lobomon in the process and attack for game. So a quick 2-0, but again, this is Sergio's first night playing with the Gabumon Bond of Friendship. So I'm sure he'll get better with it. But I just had to put him in his place because he was getting a big head, winning some games tonight. I'm just like, hey man, you don't get too cocky now. It does help that I know all the cards in his deck, but I would say I built the deck really well. If you saw his security, it was always stacked. Hammer Sparks, the Corgimons, Davises. And that's what I really love about the Gabumon Bond of Friendship deck. But yeah, I take it 2-0. Let me know what you guys think about the mirror match in general. How has it gone for you if you play the Agumon or if you play the Gabumon version? I think it's really fun, really quick games. But if you enjoyed the video, guys, make sure to like and comment. Let me know that you did. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed for more content. Again, my name is Mr. J. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.